Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to Let's Play Starfleet Academy. But I've already completed Starfleet Academy, you say? Well, yes, but as you may recall, I couldn't complete the last mission because it was bugged to hell. So, thankfully, someone has commented on that video and gave me some tips on how to actually complete it. And after a couple of attempts, it worked. I did it a couple of times just to be sure, and yes, this method does indeed work. It doesn't mitigate that this is actually a horribly buggy mess, and I'm going to go into why it failed. But for now, I'm going to load the mission up. I'm going to skip the initial cutscene, so if you want to see that, you can just watch the previous video. But I'm just going to play the mission. I won't skip any of the in-mission cutscenes, but the main cutscene itself I will skip. So, okay, so we will now continue, and I will explain what went wrong in between dialogue.
Captain's log, stardate 0000.2. My first patrol with my new ship and my old crew has gone very well. We're serving as an advanced scout ship for the USS Truong. We've been patrolling near the neutral zone for over a month now, searching the most recently destroyed Federation colony. Still no sign of the McClanty. Despite the gravity of our mission, I can't help feeling slightly excited.
Captain, the USS Truong is late.
Okay, so we need to know what their last destination was.
The Truong was headed for the Federation colony on Javik 6.
Korn, set a course for Javik 6.
Course laid in, Captain.
And off we go. We're going to go through the motions here. I won't explain what exactly went wrong with my playthrough until we've gone through at least part of it. So let's just
We've arrived in the Javik system.
have a look what's going on.
Captain! I'm tracking some debris in orbit around the Javik 6.
The debris is from a Federation ship, the USS Truong.
It's been ripped to shreds.
That means we're alone with the McClanty. Why didn't we receive a distress call?
It is probable that the force of the McClanty attack destroyed the Truong before they could react.
Can you follow the McClanty energy signature?
Yes, the McClanty energy trail is on a heading of 116 Mark 8 toward the neutral zone.
Course laid in, Captain.
So I can scan the colony planet as well, but basically it's just saying, you don't need to, it's just saying that the colony's basically been completely destroyed. So we're going to move on to the next bit. And we're going to soon listen to a very badly acted Klingon.
Scanners detecting an unknown ship. It is in Federation space, heading toward the Klingon neutral zone at warp factor 9. The energy pattern is consistent with the McClanty.
At that speed, we can only hope to catch it if it stops.
The McClanty ship has just crossed into the neutral zone.
Damn it, we're so close!
Damn it! Break off the chase. We'll monitor it from the border. We can't enter the neutral zone.
Nope, because that will break the treaty and the Klingons will be very angry, so...
I'm picking up a distress call, Captain. It's from the Klingons.
On screen.
This is Klingon Research Station, board Shot 7 on Kurat 1. We are under attack by an alien vessel. This is Commander 4, calling any ship. We are a medical facility, researching pediatric wasting disease and Jorkot. We're isolated from all Klingon planets and have 10,000 innocent young here.
Okay, so obviously want to hail them.
Magia, hail the Klingon. Magia, contact that station. We hear you, Commander Vor.
Federation?
I'm Captain Forrester of the USS Enterprise.
You must assist us.
We don't help the enemy.
Yep, you're on your own. Bye. No, we can't enter the neutral zone. We need their permission first.
We'd like to, but we can't enter the neutral zone.
Our planetary defenses were not made to fight this beast. I beg you, enter our space and aid us.
So yeah, just say we're on our way.
Commander Vor.
And all good.
I will bear full responsibility for your rescue mission. Board out.
Captain, this could be a trap.
That is possible. A facility such as Vor described could be a Klingon stratagem to prey on Federation compassion.
No. No, I think Commander Vor sounds genuinely desperate.
I agree with Magia. Like Sun Tzu's 33rd strategy says, use your enemy's agents against them.
Magia, send Starfleet a message with a data recording of Vor's invitation. Korn, set coordinates for Vor's location.
Just so Starfleet's knowing that we're
Captain.
Course laid in.
totally okay going into the neutral zone. Right, so red alert, disabling phasers, set your phasers and torpedoes to manual aim. And now we're going to go off to Kurat 1, where last time, every single time I tried this, the Klingons would decloak and the mission would be over. Because I'm trying to emulate the McClanty by firing a single phaser blast at the planet like they do.
There's the McClanty. Big as life.
We'll hail it.
No answer. The McClanty ship is continuously broadcasting signals, but the universal translator can't decipher a word of it.
As we suspected, David, the McClanty live in their own semantic world. We have no common point of reference to translate their language.
Right, so now target Kurat 1, face the planet, and fire a single phaser blast when the McClanty do.
The McClanty continues to fire on Kurat 1. They're not doing anything else we can mimic.
Should I need to do this twice before the McClanty react?
The McClanty continues to fire.
Why this didn't work before? Well, I'll get to that. Just bear with me.
The McClanty ship has stopped bombarding the planet. It's turning to face us.
It appears we have gained its attention.
I suggest that we continue to mimic the McClanty's actions. Fascinating. The McClanty is turning its secondary weapons towards us.
There is clearly a new pattern in the McClanty's broadcasts.
I suspect that the message concerns us and our actions. Magia and I will attempt to connect their words to our actions.
Okay, now turn to face the McClanty. And make sure you target the McClanty. But don't actually aim your torpedoes at them, and just follow firing a single torpedo like they do.
Captain, the McClanty has ceased firing.
The McClanty broadcast has changed again.
I hypothesize that the McClanty are talking to themselves about our behavior. Magia and I will now attempt to fit the new message to our actions.
The more our ship mimics the McClanty's actions, the more we reach into their semantic world. The deeper we enter their world, the better our chance of actually communicating.
Captain, the McClanty ship is now moving toward the planet.
Okay, so now we move towards the planet. Not too fast, because we don't want to crash into it, obviously. At this point, there shouldn't be any more hiccups in the mission.
Captain, the McClanty ship is moving away from the planet.
Okay, so now we turn away and move away as well. I'm going to turn my phasers and torpedoes back to auto aim because we are going to need that.
Captain, Magia and I have made several connections between the McClanty actions and the McClanty words.
We know the basic McClanty terms for stop, start, fly, ship, shields, energy, planet, star, shoot, damage, wound, and debris. We can also communicate numbers and relative distance.
Now that we have entered their semantic world, we should be able to engage in rudimentary communication.
Hail them, Magia.
You, McClanty.
Suspend communication for a minute, Magia.
Right, before we go further, I'm going to explain
Too rudimentary.
what's going on. So, I had tried, I don't know, 20 plus times to do the mission before, and every single time, no matter what variation I did, it would always result in the Klingons decloaking and the mission failing. So it turns out the issue is I'm firing my weapons from my joystick. If you fire it from your keyboard, works fine. And that's it. That was the problem. That is some weird bug, I've got to be honest. That firing from your joystick causes the mission to fail, but it recognises that firing from your keyboard is totally fine. Also, second issue I had, once they turn and start firing their torpedoes at you and you have to fire a torpedo back, you have to make sure you have the McClanty targeted, because if you have anything else targeted, the Klingons will decloak and attack you and mission failure. And that is such bullshit. But, you know, after you go past this point, it seems that everything should behave as normal, because right now it's basically going to be a long dialogue tree of choices. This is very much a dialogue boss than it is any kind of final battle boss. And I've got a guide here so I know which one to go through, because I just want to get through this. I'm just going to say which option I'm going to pick, and we'll go from there. So this is option 3 want to go with.
Suspend communication for a minute, Magia.
Do they think we're another McClanty?
Possibly. But it's more likely that we simply cannot isolate their word for themselves from their word for us.
True. After all, both our ships are performing the same actions.
Option 1.
Start communications again, Magia. McClanty, we are the Starship Enterprise.
One McClanty, one Enterprise, one planet.
Option 1.
Yes, one McClanty, one Enterprise, one planet.
Captain, this is helping. The more we communicate, the easier it gets to decipher their transmissions.
McClanty flies. Enterprise flies. McClanty shoots. Enterprise shoots.
McClanty shoots, Enterprise shoots, McClanty shoots.
So option 1 again.
Enterprise. McClanty. Enterprise.
And option 1 again.
Enterprise, McClanty, Enterprise.
We're missing some important words here.
The transmission streams show that the McClanty are comparing themselves to us. We are attempting to isolate the phrases.
Got it. We've got their logical operators.
We've interpreted the elegant logical structure that informs the McClanty's cybernetic intelligence.
He means that we can now understand words like and, or, and not.
The McClanty think that everything else in the universe is random, because nothing else behaves according to their precise understanding of logic. And they have no compunction about destroying anything they deem random.
I've interpreted the McClanty message, Captain. I'm putting it on screen.
Enterprise is McClanty, but McClanty is not Enterprise.
Yes, Enterprise is McClanty, but McClanty is not Enterprise.
Okay, so option 1 again.
McClanty not random, and Enterprise not random.
And option 1 again.
Right. McClanty not random and Enterprise not random.
Star is random.
Option 1 again.
Interesting. Yes, McClanty. Stars are random.
Planet is random.
Yes, planets are random.
Option 3 this time.
The planet Karat 1 is not random.
Planet shoots random. Planet flies random.
And option 3 again.
McClanty not damage random planet.
McClanty damage planet Karat 1. Planet Karat 1 is random. McClanty not wound Enterprise. Enterprise is not random.
Fascinating. The McClanty see a distinction between objects which are damaged and beings which are wounded.
Okay, so they need to be wounded, not damaged. So we need to stop wounding planet Karat 1. Option 2.
McClanty stop wounding planet Karat 1.
Planet Karat 1 is energy.
Okay, and option 2 again.
You want energy?
McClanty wants energy. Planet energy. Enterprise energy.
Fascinating. The McClanty learned to express the concept of want after you use the word. Now that we have entered their semantic world, they have gained the ability to enter ours.
Robin, can we give the McClanty some energy?
Option 1.
The McClanty ship has energy conduits all over its exterior and energy processing units inside it. I can send a controlled energy burst into one and see if they can process it.
Do it. McClanty, Enterprise energy is McClanty energy.
Option 1.
Feeding controlled energy bursts into the McClanty energy conduit.
Energy. Enterprise energy is McClanty energy.
The McClanty ship is successfully processing the energy burst.
Sensors show that the McClanty is creating new molecular pathways in the metal of their ship. They're increasing their neural capacity.
So they're actually getting smarter?
More accurately, they are building into themselves the capacity to interpret our language.
McClanty less wounded. McClanty wants planet to stop wound forever.
The McClanty need a planet with the proper mineral content to survive.
Judging from the energy transference, the McClanty need a planet rich in heavy metals and dilithium crystals.
Good. McClanty, we can give you a home planet.
Option 1.
Enterprise is good.
And that's it. That is our dialogue with the McClanty.
Captain, Klingon ships decloaking. 2 birds of prey and 1 D7.
I'm too busy to try to explain all this to Klingons.
No, you hail them.
Hailing channel open.
You have violated Klingon space. Prepare to be destroyed.
Wait, we're here on the authority of Commander Vor.
Because we are.
My communications officer has informed me your permission is valid. You may stay if you wish and witness us destroy this monster.
But we have the means to get this alien out of Klingon space.
That monster murders everything in its path. It must die.
We can communicate with the aliens. We can stop their rampage without harming the Klingon colony.
This is a Federation trick. That ship is a war machine.
Transmit data, so option 2.
All data on the McClanty to the Klingons.
Transmitting. All data sent.
Interesting. This thing is a simpleton. We understand why you would wish to take it out of Klingon space.
Captain, both birds of prey are warping out of the system. The D7 is flying towards the sun.
Commander Vor is hailing us again.
I have no time.
I have no time. On screen.
Those vermin, those honorless cowards, they would slaughter my innocent children to satisfy their lust for vengeance.
Vor, how does the D7 intend to destroy the McClanty? Sorry, Vor. You're on your own.
Yeah, let all those poor Klingon children die.
Vor, how...
The D7's left warp wing is outfitted with a fusion disruptor, a device that creates solar flares. If the D7 flies into the sun, it will incinerate all life in the solar system. You have little chance of outrunning it.
Magia.
Warp wing? You mean nacelle, right?
McClanty to follow us. We've got to stop that D7 without involving the McClanty.
Yes, option 2 here. You do not want to involve the McClanty.
Forward shields have been hit.
Remember to set your phasers back to full power.
Support's been hit. We've completed repairs on the tractor beam, sir.
And easy kill. That's it. We've now completed the mission.
Captain's log, mission summary. We succeeded in destroying the D7 without involving the McClanty. We saved the McClanty and kept them out of the tensions between the Klingons and the Federation. We also saved Commander Vor's hospital. Not bad for a day's work.
As you were. I knew you could do it. You not only met our expectations, but you far exceeded them. Congratulations.
Your analysis of the McClanty anti-electron matrix has moved our cybernetics program ahead by decades.
Oh, by the way, Chancellor Gorkin of the Klingon High Council called. He says your courage has shown just how archaic the neutral zone has become. I'm not sure I agree with him, but that's quite an admission from a Klingon. Gentlemen, here's to the future of Starfleet and the next generation of captains who will lead them there.
Here. Here. Space, the final frontier. These are the continuing voyages to seek out new life and new civilizations, and to boldly go where no one has gone before.
Okay, so there we go. Now we have actually finally completed Star Trek Starfleet Academy. Thoughts on that last mission? If not for the bullshit bugs, it's actually quite an interesting mission because it's basically a dialogue boss, and also there's like 15 different dialogue choice points you have to make, so it's very easy to screw up, I think. It's a very interesting concept, but I think with so much dialogue it's also going to be very easy to screw up, which means you have to do everything again, and it's just compounded by the fact that you have to be very, very precise in how you do the first few mimics, or first couple of mimics, to ensure the Klingons don't decloak and ruin your day. I don't know if this bug was present in the original disc version of the game, or if it's just something that was carried over from that, or it's an issue with the digital version. But yeah, it's not good. So there you go. So yeah, I will still be doing a review video of this game, and then I will move on to Klingon Academy. My efforts are more focused on TFTC 1.3.3 patch at the moment, which is having some issues, but we're still getting through that. And I've been dealing with a bit of burnout lately as well, from just work, life, family and everything, so it's been taking a few days break as well. But yeah, I will get to it eventually, just be patient with me. So yeah, you've already seen this credit screen, so I'm just going to get back out of here. Thank you very much for joining me, and until next time, do take care.